India has responded to Trump's Russia oil claim. Official spokesperson's response to media queries on comments on India's energy sourcing. In response to comments on India's energy sourcing, official spokesperson Randhir Jaiswal has said, and I quote, India is a significant importer of oil and gas. It has been a consistent priority to safeguard the interests of the Indian consumer in a volatile energy scenario. Our import policies are guided entirely by this objective. Ensuring stable energy prices and secure supplies have been the twin goals of our energy policy. This includes broad-basing our energy sourcing and diversifying as appropriate to meet market conditions. Where the US is concerned, we have for many years sought to expand our energy procurement. This has steadily progressed in the last one decade. The current administration has shown interest in deepening energy cooperation with India. Discussions are ongoing. New Delhi, October 16, 2025 is what the statement ends with. Essentially an official statement right here from the government, Pranay, on the statement that was made by Donald Trump saying that we are getting India to stop doing business with Russia when it comes to oil.
Absolutely, Shreya, if you see,
Yes.
Sneha, because if you see the statement given by the Ministry of External Affairs, it clearly states that India is a big energy importer and we have to diversify our sources. If you see the per day energy import of India, which is around 5 lakh barrels, and which is a huge amount, and for that India has to ensure that we have diversified crude oil basket. We have various sources. And how did India go to Russia for the energy import? Because the Russians were selling us at a very competitive price, at a very cheaper price, and that's why India had to source its oil from Russia. And at that point of time, India also kept the United States in the loop. But however, US President Donald Trump has he has claimed that India gave an assurance of reducing the Russian oil import. There is no confirmation about that India gave us any categorical response or any assurance as far as this thing is concerned, this statement is concerned. But Neha, if you see, as far as the energy import is concerned, India has always diversified its energy import sources, be it Iran, be it Venezuela, be it United States, be it the Gulf countries. And we have always, practiced this thing as a policy. As far as the US President Donald Trump's statement is concerned, that he got a categorical, assurance from Prime Minister Narendra Modi or Government of India, there is no confirmation of that. However, as far as the US oil imports are concerned, definitely we have seen an upward trajectory as far as the US oil imports are concerned in the past decade. And that is also steadily going. But to meet the energy requirement, to ensure the energy security of India, and to ensure that people of India get oil at a competitive price, the government of India is exercising this policy.
But at the same time, Pranay, as far as domestic politics is concerned, this has given opportunity to the Congress also to go after the government, saying that the Prime Minister has succumbed. Scared is the word that has been used after Trump said that Prime Minister Modi assured him that India will not be buying Russian oil.
But the question remains, Neha, that where did India succumb? Because
Yes.
look, if you have to ensure an X amount of oil import every day, for that you will go to market and you will buy oil from whatever sources you can get at a very competitive price. Pricing remains an important factor, and for a huge energy importer like India, we are the third largest energy importer in the world. And that's why we diversify our basket, and that's why our oil comes from Saudi Arabia, our oil comes from UAE, our oil comes from the various other Gulf countries. Besides that, we also buy the US oil. But yes, this remains a fact that the recent, the Kepler figure of the September oil purchase, the Russian oil still constitutes around 35% of our oil imports. And this is driven by the cost parity, the competitiveness of the oil pricing, and the availability of the Russian crude oil. So the larger factor which is driving our decisions as far as the oil imports are concerned are primarily driven by the cost and availability factors. While on the other side, if you see, how did it start? we have to see the genesis of it, that because of the because of this conflict, to meet the energy requirements of Europe, the primary sources of oil, that is the Gulf oil, and the other oil sources have been diverted to ensure the energy security of Europe. And that's why the previous US administration actually gave a go ahead for India to buy the Russian oil, but that with a price cap. India is meeting that price cap. So if there is a price if we lose that price competitiveness, we will look for different sources. This is not about the preference to one country or another country. This is basically to ensure the energy security of India.
Be with us, Pranay. I'm coming back to you in a moment from now, listening to what Donald Trump had to say with that claim that was made by the American president, saying that we were in fact informed, is what he said, that we aren't doing business with Russia anymore. We're not buying oil from them anymore.
He's a friend of mine. We have a great relationship. He just said that 2 days ago, as you know. We have a great relationship. No, we were not happy with him buying oil from Russia, because that lets Russia continue on with this ridiculous war where they've lost 1.5 million people. By the way, Russia's lost 1.5 million people, soldiers mostly. This is a war that should have never started, but it's a war that Russia should have won in the first week, and they're going into the 4th year. And I want to see it stop. So I was not happy that India was buying oil. And he assured me today that they will not be buying oil from Russia. That's a big stop. Now I got to get China to do the same thing.